Gamers, the plan is simple today. We are going to be talking about the newest news of a new Honkai game. Now, of course, because of some stuff happening with Honkai Star Rail, I'm not really talking about it too much. So I wasn't up for this live stream when they were doing the whole concert thing. But I did want to talk about this because, well, it's a new gacha game from Hoyoverse. I'm a Hoyo creator. And I feel like I should put my 2 cents out there on how I feel about it. Now, of course, if you like the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. And hit that notification bell to be notified of when the next Honkai video comes out. And of course, leave a comment about what you think about Honkai Nexus Anima, I think is what they're calling it. And of course, don't forget to check out GamerSubs, baby. Use code TYSTRA for 10% off, man. So good. Love this cup. This is my favorite cup always. I am sipping on that lean flavor, baby. And no, it's not actual lean. It is literally just an Arnold Palmer flavor, and it's delicious, right? What you want to tell Joe Byron right now? Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and dive into it, right? So right here, we got the trailer or the teaser for this game. We're first going to watch it as a whole, and then we're going to dive into thoughts and speculation a little bit. So let's go ahead and dive in.
Hi, 你好吗？我现在来到了一个新的位面，
Let's shrink me a little bit.
有好多新奇的事物，也有新的挑战。
Very short, very simple, right? Now, of course, you could already point out a few things, right? If you're a Honkai Impact 3rd player, seeing someone like Kiana right in the front and center of it all is pretty cool. One thing I also want to point out, if you look at her little shining star right there, it kind of looks like a Primo gem on that right there. So a little hint of Genshin Impact right there. As you could already tell as well, there was another character that was very blatant and who I wasn't expecting to see in this trailer. Blade is just right there, and it's not even hiding it. Like the monster that he has a giant blade of a forehead. It looks exactly like him. Same costume, I believe, too, or just about. Yeah, that is just legitimately Blade versus Kiana, which is a very weird Pokemon trainer-esque type of ordeal. I think that this confirms a few things, obviously, right? It's a way to connect Honkai Impact 3rd to Honkai Star Rail. I don't know if that's going to be legitimately like what is happening here, or if they're just making it as a separate universe type of ordeal. I did make a joke to I think it was Cabinets, where we were talking about Blade, and I just said I can't die, so the gods isekai'd me into the Pokemon world or something like that. So there's that. Again, I want to point this out because I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, like the little blue star. Obviously, it's just a blue star. It doesn't mean anything, but you could speculate that maybe Genshin might be a part of this, or you could speculate that Kiana is a part of the Genshin universe, which has been a big lore thing that has been going on with Genshin Impact in general. But I just wanted to point that out because I thought that was pretty neat to point out. But yeah, this looks like a Pokemon-esque style Honkai game here, right? At least that's what I'm getting from this. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think it's a little weird that they're diving into this, right? Depending on if it's going to be a full-fledged, like, going into Pokemon Legends Arceus, or not Legends Arceus, but Legends ZA type of style, or are they going to be doing the whole, like, regular Pokemon battle style, which would be their second turn-based game, speaking of Honkai Star Rail. But I do like the designs of the creatures a little bit. This Blade Wolf thing looks pretty cool. And it looks like, obviously, these are going to be what is classified as the weapons, or in the case of, like, ZZZ, the W engines, or stuff like that. So I think that's pretty neat, I guess. I don't know how to feel. Like, this looks like it could be really, really good. But at the same time, like, I'm not holding my breath because the Honkai games have really irritated me as of late. So but that's for another video. Anyways, I want to dive into some other stuff too, because we do have this little still image right here that I'm using from Sip Sip Stefan, and as you can see, there's a lot of silhouettes in the backgrounds. I'm covering, I think, one of them, but I can't decipher who that is in the background. But this leads to a lot of speculation. Obviously, you could see that the one right next to, or not the one right next to you, but there's a cowboy hat one, and right next to him is Blade. We can see that right there. There's Blade's little Pokemon right over there. I'm thinking this main character esque person might be Kiana, but I think the silhouette's a little bit different. But here is Sip Sip Stefan's predictions right here, or at least his speculation, right? The cowboy hat person is either Aoife or Boot Hill, which if it is Aoife, that would confirm to me that this is more of a alternate universe that's bringing, or I guess maybe bringing everyone together in some way, shape, or form. But you can even see, like, they don't hide it in this trailer. Like, it is literally just Blade. Let's see. If you look at Blade's outfit, it's literally the same exact thing as this, and that's what I find extremely hilarious. But they do speculate that this main character is like a different character entirely. Who knows? Silverwolf, I kind of see it from this image right over here. So I could see that. But there's others that are just hard to distinguish. I know that these are Honkai Impact 3rd characters. I can't remember their names right off the top of my head. But yeah, so far it seems like they're giving us little hints and teasers at what's going on. And I'm not going to sit here and say that it doesn't look good because, well, if I said that, then I would most likely be lying. It does look good. Is it going to be great? I don't know. It really just depends on how the gameplay is. And like I said, with the recent stuff with how Honkai Impact, or not Honkai Impact, Honkai Star Rail is, it's kind of difficult for me to be super, super hype to or about this game with the recent stuff that's happened. Now, if it is as big of a crossover as it seems like, and they're using all like IPs of all the different Hoyoverse games, then that, in my opinion, can be very hype, because that is the crossover that I think a lot of us have been wanting, which would mean it opens the door for a lot of things. Like, say, people could get hyped for Kafka. People like me could get hyped for Ganyu to be a part of something like this. You know, they just randomly come in and then they're like, boom. So, and you could even see like speculative, like if you put Ganyu, you could maybe get her the Pokemon-esque thing that's the Cloud Goat that she turns into, right? Or Cloud Retainer turning into, you know, the Cloud Retainer bird. Stuff like that. Like, you could actually like kind of do this in such a way where people would be hype about it, and it would make a lot of sense, you know? Like, if the Pokemon are interchangeable, you could be like, oh, Blade has Cloud Retainer as his Pokemon or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of things to really consider when it comes to this game. So overall, I'm going to keep my eyes on this because I want to see how well it does, especially with me pulling back on Honkai Star Rail. I'm very skeptical, but I also want to see where this goes. So let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for this, and what are your opinions on Honkai Nexus Anima. Definitely want to hear y'all's opinions. Thank you so much, y'all. Love you all to death. And as always, we will catch you in the next video. Please take care and be safe.